Have you ever stopped to wonder what money truly is? Why do these pieces of paper and digits in our bank accounts hold such power? At its core, money is far more than just tangible currency or numbers on a screen. It is a concept woven deeply into the fabric of society, a collective agreement that gives these objects value. This agreement allows us to exchange money for goods, services, and even ideas, bridging the gap between diverse human needs and desires. Money also acts as a measure, a tool that quantifies the worth of something in terms of something else. This inherently embeds it within the psyche of societies, influencing behaviors and decisions on both a micro and macro scale. It shapes economies, dictates policies, and even molds personal identities and status. It's fascinating how this abstract concept, this agreed-upon fiction, plays such a pivotal role in our civilization. Let's peel back the layers of this familiar yet mysterious tool that governs much of our lives. Imagine a world without money. How did ancient societies manage trade and economics? Long before the concept of money as we know it, people engaged in what is known as the barter system. This was the first form of trade among early civilizations, where goods and services were directly exchanged between parties. Picture a farmer with a surplus of wheat needing new pottery and a potter needing grain. They would simply find each other and swap their goods. However, as you might guess, this system had its flaws. The most significant was the double coincidence of wants. This term describes a situation where two parties each desire exactly what the other has to offer. In reality, matching these wants was not always possible. For instance, if our potter didn't need wheat but wanted wool, the farmer and the potter would have a hard time trading. The inefficiencies of barter led to the use of more standardized objects as a medium of exchange. Communities began to use items that everyone commonly valued and needed. In some places this was grain or cattle, which were practical and widely desired commodities. In others it was shells or salt, which were portable and long-lasting. As trade networks expanded and societies became more complex, even these standards proved cumbersome. Enter metallic coins, a breakthrough in the evolution of money. By around 700 BC, the Lydians were among the first to use coins made from electrum, a natural alloy of gold and silver. Coins had intrinsic value and could be divided into smaller units, making them a very practical form of currency. The shift from bartering goods directly to using a universally accepted medium like coins revolutionized trade. It simplified transactions, broadened trade networks, and ultimately supported the expansion of empires. As societies grew, the need for a more efficient system gave birth to what we now recognize as money. Metal coins were just the beginning. How did we transition to the paper money in our wallets? The story of paper money starts in ancient China during the Tang dynasty, but it wasn't until the Song dynasty, around the 11th century, that it began to circulate more broadly. The Chinese invented paper money primarily out of necessity. The metal used to make coins was heavy and cumbersome, making it difficult for merchants to transport large sums during trade. This innovation was a game-changer. Paper notes, initially issued by wealthy merchants, were an IOU of sorts, backed by the promise to exchange them later for coins. The government soon took over this practice, recognizing the potential to stabilize and control the currency across vast empires. Centuries later, the idea of paper money made its way to Europe, introduced by explorers like Marco Polo. Europeans intrigued by this concept began experimenting with it in the 17th century. The Bank of England, established in 1694, was one of the first to issue permanent banknotes. These notes promised to pay the bearer a specific sum, transforming the way economies functioned. The advantages of paper money were clear. It was more portable and more convenient than metal coins, could be produced in vast quantities, and transaction efficiency soared. Paper currency allowed for the development of more complex banking and economic systems. Paper money revolutionized economies, but it was still just a stepping stone to even more abstract forms of currency. In today's world, money often feels like nothing more than numbers on a screen. How did we get here? Let's travel back a few decades to the emergence of credit cards. Initially introduced as a tool for convenience and security, credit cards marked the beginning of money's transformation from physical currency to digital figures. With a simple swipe, consumers could make purchases without the immediate exchange of cash, fundamentally altering the shopping experience. The evolution didn't stop there. The advent of electronic banking was the next major milestone. Banks began offering online services that allowed people to manage their accounts without ever stepping foot inside a bank. This shift not only changed how we interact with banks, but also how we perceive and manage our money. It became possible to transfer funds, pay bills, and check balances virtually any time and anywhere, further reducing our reliance on physical money. With the rise of the internet, online transactions became the norm. E-commerce platforms like Amazon and eBay transformed retail by allowing people to buy almost anything from anywhere in the world with a click of a button. This shift has had profound implications on the global economy, making it more interconnected than ever. Money now moves around the globe at breakneck speeds, making transactions that once took days or weeks happen in seconds. The impact of digital money on modern economies is immense. It has increased the speed of transactions and facilitated international trade, but it has also introduced new challenges and complexities. Issues such as cybersecurity, financial fraud, and the need for robust digital infrastructure have become paramount. Moreover, the rapid pace of transactions and the abstraction of money into digital forms can sometimes make it harder for individuals to grasp the real value of their money. It's easy to spend more when you're just clicking a button. The digitization of money has made transactions faster and more convenient than ever, but has it also detached us from the real value of money? As we delve into the 21st century, a new player enters the arena: cryptocurrency. This digital currency represents more than just another way to buy and sell. It embodies a radical rethinking of financial systems, powered by a technology called blockchain. Blockchain is a decentralized ledger that records transactions across many computers. This means that the records cannot be altered retroactively without altering all subsequent blocks and the consensus of the network. Cryptocurrency, such as Bitcoin and Ethereum, operates on this principle. Unlike traditional currencies controlled by national governments, cryptocurrencies offer a peer-to-peer system with no central authority. This decentralization promises to democratize money, potentially reducing the power of national banks and other financial institutions. However, with great potential comes significant challenges. The world of cryptocurrency is notoriously volatile. Prices can skyrocket and plummet within days, if not hours, making it a risky investment for the faint-hearted. Moreover, the anonymity and lack of regulation that make cryptocurrencies attractive also make them a magnet for illegal activities, such as money laundering and fraud. Regulatory issues also pose a significant hurdle. Governments around the world are grappling with how to regulate cryptocurrencies without stifling their potential. Some countries embrace them, while others ban them outright, fearing their impact on national currencies and financial stability. In essence, cryptocurrency doesn't just challenge the physicality of money, it questions its very foundation and control. Cryptocurrency continues to challenge our traditional notions of what money can be. After exploring the journey of money from tangible goods to digital figures, we come back to our initial question. What is money? Money, as we've seen, has transformed dramatically over centuries. From shells and salt in ancient times to the intricate web of digital transactions today, each form of money has carried with it a common thread, an agreement among its users that it holds value. This agreement is the bedrock upon which the monumental edifice of global economies is built. Let's consider the humble banknote. It's nothing more than a piece of paper, yet it can command goods and services, influence economies, and even sway political power. Why? Because society collectively agrees on its value. This shared belief in the worth of paper money, or numbers on a screen, underscores money's nature as a social construct. The psychological impact of money is profound. It shapes behaviors, drives aspirations, and often dictates the structure of society itself. Money is not merely a medium of exchange, but also a tool of social engineering, influencing what we value and how we interact with each other. Furthermore, the digital age has ushered in an era where money is increasingly abstract. Digital dollars and cryptocurrencies operate in realms that are not just invisible, but also instantaneous. This abstraction elevates the illusion, making money even more of an agreed-upon concept rather than a physical reality. Reflecting on this, it becomes evident that while money is essential for economic transactions, its existence and operation depend entirely on human trust and belief systems. It's an illusion, but a necessary one, woven intricately into the fabric of society. Money, in its essence, is not just a tool for trade, but a complex social construct that shapes civilizations. Perhaps understanding this illusion is the first step towards mastering it, rather than being mastered by it.